Hello, all you happy people, my very good friends. Oh, yes, I see you. I see you. Okay, so a lot has gone on since the last time I streamed. Um, but we are at 1,000 days in this world. So, unfortunately, it decided to rain as the world loaded in, but it's not night. So, I guess until it stops raining, maybe we'll kill a skeleton. I really wish it wasn't raining. This is kind of a pain in the butt. So we'll start with let's start with the dog. I got a dog. He's pretty awesome. I also made this beautiful clock on the wall. Quite tasty indeed. I also freed some alley. This guy keeps getting himself stuck under here. The other one's over there in that building. Let's see. As you can see, I have full netherite gear here. I actually have 2 sets of netherite armor. Um, I don't know how much of this map was filled in the last stream I did, but suffice it to say, I've probably died a couple of times since then. You'll notice I have a totem. I actually have several. I completed 2 different raids here to obtain said totems. So kind of what I want to do is like a little world tour. You guys have seen the house. Not much has changed. I added these barrels for stews. I added some candles. There's cookies there. There's fish. I do have a pretty nice bow here. This barrel is just for random stuff that I need to carry at different times. Inner chest, obviously, I've found the materials to craft those. I do have some discs that I found. Um, we'll get to where I found those. This is an old one, I believe. Yeah. I don't want to get copyrighted here, so uh, this one is it not going to tell me? Okay, that's one of the old ones. This is a new one. which is pretty cool little song. And this is the one everybody wants. This is I would say try to find the audio for this if you can. But this is the disc that you get when you collect disc fragments from an ancient city. And it's a lot like the old disc that they made with the Enderman sound, somebody running away. This one's very similar to that, except it involves a warden and it's much longer. So I would check that out if you get time. This frame, once I get another disc, a duplicate of one of these, I'm going to put it on this frame so it kind of resembles a record player. So, the first thing we'll look at here is in the last video, this was a storage room. That has changed. This is my other alley. This I've basically turned into the brewing room. I do have, these are chests with my enchanted books, just because I wanted them separate. So you got thorns, riches is, what is that? Fortune 3, fix it, that's mending. Fire protection. This is stuff for the bow, so piercing, infinity. Special, these are just random books that have multiple. So this, I've been saving this one for quite some time to put on Trident when I get one. Blast protection. What is this? Silk touch. Okay, I haven't made a sign for that yet. That one's empty. Name tags, paper, books. And then these chests here are all my ingredients for potions. So I got spider eyes, netherwort, phantom membranes, the glistering melons, sugar, gunpowder, glowstone dust, redstone dust, gas tier, mushrooms, pufferfish, fireballs, or magma cream, blaze rods, and then just water. These are all the potions I have made so far. Put my own little spin on them. Fish breath, underwater breathing. Scorched earth is fire protection. Weak sauce, potions of weakening so that I can cure zombie villagers. This is speed. I called it Hedgehog Toe Jam. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ghost water, invisibility. Night's eyes is what is that? Night vision. Duh. Wolverine's nightmare. Regeneration. Insta cure. Instant health, obviously. Phantom wings is going to be the slow falling. Hulk's curse. Potion of strength. So this is what I'm using this building for. I went ahead and left this in here just because it'd be a pain to move it. So you guys have seen all this. This is going to be new. This is just a little farm for my netherwort. I'm guessing if I had this the last stream, it would have been only one dripstone. I went ahead and upped that to 5 because I've started using these for large smelting. So if I come back with a lot of, so you'll see on the pickaxe Fortune 3. So if I come back with a lot of iron or gold or whatever needs to be smelted, you can do 100 items with a bucket of lava versus You know, it takes, I think it's 8 coal to do just a stack. So we'll move along this way here. You'll see I've added some nice little light posts to the pathway. I'm pretty sure I had my cows and sheep the last time. These guys are new. These are my carrying llamas. So if I'm working on something and I need a lot of items transported, I've used them. Okay. This is also a different horse. I don't even know if I had a horse in the last one. If I did, I don't think I did. If I did, it was a white horse. This is a different one. He's faster. He has more health. He's just this charcoal color, so I called him Smokey. I just haven't name tagged him yet. So I'm fairly certain. Really, sheep? Really? I'm fairly certain this build was done the last time. This is my library or enchanting room. I'll be honest, I only use this a bit, and you'll see why here in a moment. Because I don't know if this building was here the last time, but if it was, it's widened. This was originally a building I had to lure in zombie villagers and cure them, and it didn't work so well, but we did get this villager cured, and of course I made him a librarian so that I could get cheap mending books. Yeah. I'll explain the map here momentarily. The next build I did is far, far that way, and it's probably the last one we'll visit. But let's go this way next. So after this room failed, this one was built to cure zombie villagers. It was 3. So he was cured, and then 2 other ones were cured in this room, and it hasn't been used since. Eventually I'll just tear this down, but for now it stays. So this, I believe, is the last, true build that I made here. It's pretty basic. I kind of tried to keep it in the jungle context, kind of like the house over there. So it's just stone bricks, mossy stone bricks. It's got regular stone. I think that's the chiseled stone. But this is the storage room now. Storage facility, I should say. I originally was going to keep all this good stuff over in the other building, but the more and more I got into the potions, I just decided to change it completely. And fortunately, since this is jungle, I hear parrots all the time. This is my other set of netherite armor, so I'll show you. These are all protection with thorns. This one has some different. The pants are blast protection. The helmet and the chest plate, I believe, are fire protection. And the boots on that one have feather falling 2, I think. So, but I've got, for the most part, everything is grouped together. I'll probably end up rearranging parts of it. So you've got all the gray stones here. and then into the weird stones, and then whatever this stuff's called, I forgot. What is this? Terracotta. And then we've got black stone into the deep slate, into basalt, and then we've got netherrack, sandstone, quartz, and then I finally found a man, I can't think today. Whatever this thing's called, where you get the amethyst from. And that's from the skulk. Over here's dirt, grass, coarse dirt, blah blah blah. You don't care. This is all my woods right here. Yeah. Then I guess I'll go. I do have a second level. And this is for just all the random things. So here's like building blocks, uh, armor stands, rails, blah blah blah. Now I did get a trident here just a little while ago, 3 or 4 days ago, and we'll work on enchanting that. Armor. And I also have these, which will come into play much later. So, and you'll see most of the items that have items, this wall's an exception, I guess, have the glow item frames. That's just because I ran out of glow ink sacks when I was doing that. But I have more now, so we'll work on that. Do I have... Okay, so just so that it's daytime for the next part, we'll go ahead and grab this and sleep. Actually, I'm going to keep that with me for now. And then this I worked quite a few days on to get this done. I thought it would be cool because it was so empty in here. Originally, I was going to put the work blocks in the middle, kind of on like a work table or a workbench. But then I thought this would be cooler. You know, you come in and you have a map table. So this middle map that I'm standing on, that's the house right there. And of course, you've got the pathways here. This is where we are. This little oval-shaped building. This path leads to the cows and everything. That leads to... That's the enchanting room, and then the mending villager. And I put markers on these. That's why that map's hanging in there. And then this is probably the biggest build I've done in the world, and we'll go take a look at it, and then we'll go take a look at this one. And then the other build is probably about 2 maps. It would probably be about there. But I wanted to fill the whole thing out, so I went ahead and went this way and that way. I actually found some pretty cool stuff. This village I had already found exploring. But over here is this. It's actually a much deeper jungle biome over here, which would have suited me better. But I chose the first one I found. And right here is this cool ravine. That's what this little dark gray line is here. And it's also, that's a dark oak forest that it runs in through, so it's pretty cool. So let's, we'll go take a look at this build over here. I don't have a pathway directly to it yet, but we'll just run over. Actually, I'll take a step here. So that you can see what it looks like from afar. It's this big black building. I absolutely love the deep slate. I'll make more builds out of it than anything else. But I will take a quick detour over here. This is just this is an AFK sugarcane farm. Fill the chest up with bone meal. It spits it down into a dispenser. It's got the piston set up. It's got a redstone clock, so I turn this on, and it just spits all the sugar cane I can want in here. Follow the train tracks. They'll take you where you want to go. So as big as this build is, I probably should have made it bigger, and you'll see why. But as far as the outside goes, I didn't want mobs spawning out here, so I changed all of this to moss blocks. I found a wandering trader that would give me moss blocks. And then I made this little pond here so that I could fish around. What is that? Is that something I threw in there? Just haven't been, yeah. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. It's rotten potatoes. But I can fish in there when I'm not busy in here. So this, my friends, is my trading hall. So it's not pretty to look at from this side, but come in here. Thank you, sir. And we've got all these beautiful traders. So from here to here, that's all of the jobs that you can get a villager for. So this was my first one. After, no, he wasn't. These guys came in order here. So he was first, second, third, blah blah blah. This was my second librarian though. I needed him for looting 3. It just happens that his second trade, book trade, is Thorns 3. This guy, I wanted to be the carrot trade because of the insane carrot farm I have over there that you guys saw. This guy didn't care what he was as long as by level 4 he was giving me the nether quartz trade. And honestly, I think they all do. Butcher, easy money. I need to make a berry farm. This guy, really don't care too much about anything he has except for the beds. So, I mean, 1 emerald for 1 bed, easy money. What I do here, I get all my emeralds from this guy, or I trade one of the librarians for paper, get a bunch of emeralds, then I get a bunch of beds from this guy. That's how we go netherite farming. This dude, I mean, don't use him much. I might use him once I need more ender pearls. Possibly when I need more glowstone. But won't use him too much. The weaponsmith, I mean, really, he's not really great for anything unless you need weapons that you're gonna, basically, I'll just shave off the enchantments to get XP, and when I don't want to use my amazing tools, which I don't know why I wouldn't. You know, he did give me bells though. Fisherman, first one that's not a master yet. And that's just because I haven't spent a lot of time fishing. I need to get more fish so that I can trade with him. And most of my trades came from the string. Map maker, again, not one that I really need. I don't know what the Ocean Explorer map. So that this is probably, my guess would be. What are the other two maps he can give? The Woodland Mansion map, and there's one other one I think. I might do the Woodland Mansion if he's got one. The Toolsmith, again, once you get your own tools to where you want them to be, really, these are just going to be stuff that you shave off for XP. Also gives a bell. I mean, and so on and so on. If you guys are watching this, you probably know what the trades are. This is probably my easiest money trade right now. One string for one emerald. And I've got a buttload of string. And then, okay, he's not master yet either. Just because I don't have a need for green armor. Then we went with more librarians. So I needed certain enchantments. So I sat here and AFK'd for. I wouldn't say AFK'd. I re-rolled these guys. All of these guys over here so far are librarians. And if you've ever had to re-roll an enchantment, you know how tedious it is. Some of these guys took 2 to 3 Minecraft days. And you think a Minecraft day is about 20 minutes long, so 45 minutes to an hour a piece of just sitting here chopping this block down, placing it back, chopping. And it's a lot of days in this world. You're going to see I haven't done as much as other people do in 1,000 days, but I mean, it takes time to do this. So Fortune 3 is what he came with. This guy Unbreaking 3, and he's got Mending as well. Fire Protection, Blast Protection, Efficiency, Sharpness, Fire Protection, Fire Aspect, Mending, and Piercing 4. Knockback 1, Protection 4, and Silk Touch was my last guy. Oops. So, you're probably wondering, oh, well, why are these all so cheap? Well, here, I'll show you. Now, I was told this is not supposed to work on Bedrock, but it does work on Bedrock. This is a zombie that's trapped down here. If I drop these guys down on their piston and can get the zombie over to that guy, I mean, I can cure them over and over and get the cheapest prices possible. Now this guy goes from the back of this row to this guy. On this side, we have another one. And he goes to that librarian. Now the one caveat I would say to this is I tend to have to get down in there and lure him over to the one I want him to beat up. And it takes a couple times lowering and raising the guy once he's at the one I want. So they seem to get fixated on one and just stand there. You can't see it from there because of the glass. Can I get down there? Oh, you can't see it. But the guy on that side, his name is Meat. This guy is Loaf. Meat, Loaf. Two beautiful individuals that have caused me a lot of grief. But every villager in here has been cured at least once, some more than once. This is just here, and it runs directly under where their pistons are. Um, and I think I put this here originally so I could get any XP that may have been still floating, but I haven't had too much of an issue with that. So the design for this is pretty simple. Most people wouldn't have gone as elaborate as me, I guess, but I wanted it to look nice. So in the deep slate, I've got the whatever this wood's called, the mangrove wood, logs, and then accented with slabs. Trapdoors obviously keep them back there. I needed it to be bright in here because it's such a dark stone, so there's just lights everywhere. I've got the switches so they can go down. Is he gonna come over here? Nah. And back up again. So these 3 slots, that's what the track is for. So this runs to a villager breeder. And I've only got 3 left, but this took a lot of time to fill these guys up. I mean, you gotta think you're waiting a day or 2 in game for them to become adults. Then you gotta do the whole re-rolling process. I spent a lot of time on a villager breeder that ended up needing to be actually, well, let's check that out together. So where my storage building is right now is where my original village breeder was. I was having issues with these guys over here still linking to the bed there. I thought because it's farther than 90 blocks apart that they would unlink, but it didn't work. And I'm fairly certain it's because this guy's in the middle of it. So he's close enough to where that was to make it a village, and then over here is close enough to him to make it a village. So yeah, that was a serious pain in the butt, and I was kidding. So once I moved the villager breeder, which is the last thing we'll probably, well, it's not the last thing, it's on the way to the last thing we'll look at. I decided to go ahead and build that because I knew I would end up needing more storage. So before we go over to the villager breeder, we'll go to this thing that you guys would have seen in the background here a minute ago, which is up there. Kind of looks like a water tower, which is cool. I didn't think about that when I was building it, but now that I see it, it's pretty cool. Here's my big field of, it's got beets, carrots, and potatoes. And if you guys know anything about Fortune 3, either on a hoe or on an axe, if you're digging up crops, use Fortune 3 on an axe or a hoe, and it gives you so much more. So we could call this Poppy Fields if we want to. There's a reason that all of this is path blocks. And then I also I don't know why I decided to grow more stuff here. Wow, it didn't take long. There's my map up there. What's up, dudes? How you doing? So if you know what that sound is, you know what this is. There are, I believe, 10 or 12 villagers. Actually, it might be 20. I can't remember exactly. This is my iron farm. As you can hear from that noise, this stack of iron is about to increase right here. This number 5. Oh yes, you magnificent beast. So, here, I'll do this. I missed. Yes, I did make a netherite hoe. If you're gonna do it all the way, do it all the way. This block right here should be tasty. There you go. That's how it works right there, buddy. They spawn up here, flow over there, and die. This is the absolute easiest iron farm to build that I've done several automatic iron farms that have been created for Bedrock, and this is by far the easiest one. I don't remember exactly which one it is. I'll have to... Oh shit. I didn't say that. You did not hear that noise from out my mouth. There we go. I need another cat down on the ground. I just haven't taken the time to tame one and bring him over. If you have 5 cats in a village, that's their spawn max. Unfortunately, so these guys keep spawning up here until I get that 5th cat. I haven't sat here and AFK'd for an hour, but from what I've read, you can get immense amounts of iron from that. So before it becomes night once again, let's see if we can get out of here. How much time do we have? Oh, we got plenty of time. But I thought this build looked cool. It's kind of an old castle-y looking vibe. I actually, here, let me show you the top. I love this. So, I can't put it here. Can I put it here? No. But up in there, there's some soul lanterns, which you can see in that little gap from far off if you're high enough up. But I like the way the tower turned out, and I like the corners. I just tried to make it like this old castle vibe to it. I don't know if I mentioned on any of my other videos, if you don't follow a guy named Waddles from Minecraft, on YouTube. He's pretty freaking cool, man. He gives me a lot of different ideas, so etc. etc. So I don't care if it's night. We're just gonna go for this. So basically, to make the village breeder work away from that village, the rule of thumb is render distance. So I ended up coming way over here just to get out of render distance of the village. These guys are gonna follow me down here, you jerks. Oh, there's a baby here right now. For a look at all these things. This is a pretty simple villager breeder. Just got two farmers in here. Farms, they feed each other. This is set up so they can see the beds. They see the third bed. They make a baby. The baby can get out, but they can't. He falls down into the water trap, I guess, if you want to call it that. And then I shove him in a minecart and transport him away to the villager trading hall. I don't know if this, yeah, it will. There we go. Now, if you're wondering what this monstrosity is, I'll show you as soon as I take care of some of these bad dudes. Namely the creeper, because I can't afford to have that messed up right now. If you can just get in sight. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. You piece of... There's my original horse. He's over here. Because when I found the second horse, I had him over here building this thing. So if we can get in here quick enough. And I'll be uploading another video showing just what happened here. But this is a bubble column. It goes to the top of the world, the build limit height of the world. There's an achievement on Minecraft Bedrock, at least for Xbox, for trading with a trader on top of the build height limit. So what I did was reroute that track to put them into the bubble column, just to get them up here long enough to do that. And you can see I'm trying to put the scaffolding down and it's showing build height limit. So my original plan was just to get the achievement, kill him, and go, and then tear all this crap down. But I have two sons that might want the achievement, so I left it here or friends that might want the achievement as well. And I have absolutely no idea how I got down from this last time. Hopefully this leads. Yeah, there we go. But that's what that monstrosity is. There's also another ridiculous monstrosity that direction that also goes to build height limit, which I'll have a different video on as well for another achievement that is called Caves and Cliffs. And that's to free fall from the build height limit to the bottom of the world. So I have another ridiculous set of blocks going to the build height limit, and then it drops me all the way to bedrock. Oh, I took your saddle off, didn't I? So I'm the other guy. Sorry, buddy. But if you want to see that, I would watch that other video. It's not a build exactly. It's more of a. It was just a spot to get the achievement. Now I will be going back over there because it's got lush caves down where I dug, and that's the only lush cave spot I've found so far in the world, and I do want to explore lush caves. So my other build, you'll see another ridiculous thing up in the sky, and we'll just go on over that way. And I hope this is somewhat exciting for people. I'm not, as flashy as other streamers or YouTubers. I don't have the same setup as they do. I'm playing on my Xbox, streaming on Twitch directly from the Xbox. This is also a very large bubble column. I did not die making this one. The last thing you're gonna see, I thought this was the last thing, but I've got a couple more things to show you. Um, the last one of the last two things you'll see has a bubble column that I died trying to make because it's so high. But let's go in here. But in dying building that one, I did figure out how to not die building them, which is how I got one all the way to build height limit. If you're familiar with this shape in Minecraft, this is a mob breeder. So way up there is a lot of stuff. A giant room hidden in darkness with a hole in the middle here that drops mobs right here. So it's good for when I need to heal items. It's good for XP. So generally it heals my armor first, then whatever I'm holding. It's got a thing where, the loot falls in here. I've got this stuff up here just for when I'm AFKing. These were part of the building blocks I saved. But from zombies you'll get enchanted helmets and swords and random crap. So this is here to shave those off. This is here to smelt them. There's not much else to see here. So we'll leave that as is. And head back. Around this area too is where I got tridents. I used one of my 8-minute underwater breathing potions, and spent that 8 minutes killing squids, and drowned. And thanks to the looting 3 on this, I was able to get those three tridents and all those ink sacs that you saw earlier. And at some point here soon, I'll start trying to enchant the trident, because I really want the enchantments that will allow me to electrocute the creepers and turn them into the supercharged creepers. Can't remember which enchantment that is right now. My apologies to you for being an idiot. Trying to talk more. It's not my general thing when I'm by myself to just talk, but I don't want you guys to be completely bored from me not talking and just running around in Minecraft. The format for these, I mean, it is a long play, so to speak. Obviously, at this point, when I started this video, I was at 1,007 days, and I meant to do this exactly on day 1,000, but due to the AFKing of certain things, I went over just a few days. But I don't think anyone really would care about that. Get up on. So I don't know if I we'll save the nether for next time. I don't have like a nether portal build set up. Generally, I would make like a nether hub and have my other long play worlds I've had have a central nether hub, which is the portal next to my home. And then actually, I'm going to go in here for a second. And then portals set up all across the world for different points that I need, either in the nether or in the world. But I haven't done that quite yet, and I think it'd be better if I just did a stream while I was making that. What was that? Okay, so I will show you both what I consider the most exciting and also the scariest thing in this world so far. It's something that I wanted to find as quickly as possible after I got things set up, and I was finally able to find one. And it just happened to be basically right under my house. So you're going to see, this is a bubble column that drops to, I don't remember. Here, let's find out. So if you're scared of heights, don't watch this. So that's 152 levels down. And this is the bubble column I died trying to create. This is just kind of a little hub here. You would have seen at some point, that I had found skulk in different areas. Basically, we're right in the middle of a mine shaft here. There was a really cool, I think it was right here. spider spawner in here, but a creeper snuck up on me and blew it up, so it doesn't exist anymore. These walls are made by me just to make sure I don't run into the lava. But you'll see here that, and all this tunnel is my creation. I wanted it to look cool and fit the vibe of where we're going here. Which you can see is an ancient city. I wanted to find one of these so bad, and I ended up, we passed a spot when I was running back home just now from the ocean that you would have seen two torches. I dug basically right under the mountain there that's behind the house until I found all the skulk stuff. And I think it's several hundred blocks that direction. Maybe that direction. I'm not sure. Maybe kind of like that direction. And I had to cheat. I used chunk base to figure out where the ancient city would be. And when I figured out the coordinates, I was like, there's no way. I mean, it's literally, as you saw, so close to my house. The thing is, I haven't explored this entire thing yet. It's so big, and to be honest, this place terrifies me. The warden, no, dude. That's some... Mm-mm. If you know anything about exploring ancient cities, this wool is covering either the screechers or the whatever those other things are. What is this? Holy cow. How did I miss this? I swear, every time I come down here, there's a new chest. Or they've refilled. Actually, I'm going to test this theory. Because the other day, I came down here just to look at some things where I had already explored. And there were new chests in here. So that's the area. So this is the very first chest I opened. And when I came in here the other day, I found this chest that I had somehow missed, or it got added some point. This one too. And then I can't remember, was there one up here as well? No. Now, if you're freaking out that I'm running around here like crazy, not caring about noise, this area is safe. I've either killed the screechers, screamers, whatever they're called, or they're covered. That is weird, man. I don't know how I would have missed that. I honestly think that they're spawning in more chests, but who knows? I'd say I've maybe gotten through a third of this ancient city. What I really want to do down here is like restore all of this, but there's so much more to go through here, and as the way I'm running through it right now is not the way I explore these. I mean, I'm squatting and making sure that I'm making no noise, because the wardens are no joke, man. I died to one that I couldn't even see just mining a while back. I summoned him, not on purpose, obviously, but just mining for diamonds. I couldn't see him, or I couldn't see the blocks that were making the noise, so I tried to be quiet. Didn't work out so great, you know. Um, I guess if you can see it lit up, those are the areas that I've explored. Um, where are you at? Oh, you're up there. Oh no. Well, I guess you guys are about to see. Because I don't have any wool on me. I didn't plan to actually come this far in here. Oh no, that's two. Now I've managed not to get a warden to spawn down here. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, yeah, I need to get out of here because boy. See, now you're seeing how I go about exploring these. It's truly like, how do I get out of here? Oof. Dude, is that another shrieker? This is very much like playing a horror game, and I'm a huge fan of horror games and have played a lot of them. But this is just as intense as some of the horror games that I've played, if not more so. So here's what I'm gonna try to do. Just because I didn't see that chest there before, and clearly I never noticed that. I guess I just didn't go to that spot. How much wool is that? 11. That should be enough to cover both of them up. Because I really want to see what's in that chest. No, what are you doing? Okay. Now, if you've ever watched any other Minecrafters do this, this is... Dang it, man. I don't even know if I can get over there. Oh, shoot. We're done. It's time to go. Wait, it didn't bring one up? Did enough time pass in between screeches? Okay, that's scary. Now that should have summoned the warden, but it didn't. Not that I'm complaining, trust me. It is not a dude. That I want summoned right now. Okay, they're covered up. Shit. Okay, that summoned his ass. Guess I got far enough away in that one sprint. See, now you can hear the heartbeat again. Dude, that is so scary. Here's the thing, I haven't actually seen this guy in the game. So my kid, oh, there he is. Right there, man. Wait, that was it? He went back down? Already? Really? Have they changed the mechanics on this? Now, I don't understand why that screecher still went off. Did I miss covering the side? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry for swearing. This is legitimate fear, bro. There he is. gosh. Oh shit. Since when do they move so fast? I'm so scared. Oh my god. My oh my gosh. My heart is legitimately, that's the scariest thing. I can, oh no, that's the portal. I thought I could still hear him. That is the scariest thing I think I've ever experienced in a video game. Out of all the horror games I've played, my heart is pounding right now. Oh man, that gave me like a headache. Wow. Okay. Well, on that note, the 1,000 Day World Tour will come to an end. Oh man, I'll make sure to that I'm streaming the next time I go down there. You guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay psycho, keep singing, and until next time, my very good friends, have a wonderful day.